Like this page and share it. Like it and share it. I have a message for you today. You are a winner. And a lot of people will find it difficult to believe that, to accept that, particularly if they have been waylaid by the coronavirus in terms of their health or someone they love, or they lost their job, or they lost their business. When things aren't going wrong, going right for you, and the chips are down, and you've been struck by catastrophe or some type of major setback, it's difficult, to be honest, to believe that you are a winner. I want you to like this page and share it. Like it and share it, because all winners have something in common. They have comeback power. All winners. That's why Willie Jolly said a setback is a setup for a comeback. All winners, anybody that you know that's done anything major, they've had some setbacks, they've had some failures, they've had to overcome some stuff. This thing called life is full of stuff. As Dimple said, if it ain't one thing, it's another. And so I'm encouraging you to reach out to as many people as you possibly can, because this message is for them, and it's for you, and it's for me. Like this page and share it. People need to hear it. I'm not going to sit back and just watch people just watching craziness on the internet and entertainment, and not spending the time that I have left on the planet putting my stuff out here for people to hear. Because it's one thing about this coronavirus and this new wave that's coming. But one of the things that they're not talking about and not preparing us for, that I'm going to prepare you for, is mental toughness, mental resolve. That's what's happening right now. People need to have that. People need to hear messages that will strengthen them from the inside out. You're now saying that 1 out of 5 people who've been diagnosed with the coronavirus have mental illnesses. It takes a toll on you mentally and emotionally. And so we have to have a ritual, a program for your mind. People say, oh, you'll just garbage in, garbage out. No. No, that's not true. This is a time that you have to monitor what comes in your mind, what you're listening to, what you're watching, what you're saying. You've got to be really super sensitive of your conversations, because your conversations, most people don't realize it, at a certain level of consciousness, your words materialize faster. That's why the book of life says, thou shalt decree a thing and it shall be established unto you. I had a major point in my life. I was doing extremely well, and then I spoke death on my own dream, saying, this is too good to be true. Something is bound to happen. Guess what? It did. Hello? Yes. And this is why, at this stage of my life, what I'm doing now is bringing with a level of fierceness and more energy and conviction to break through the noise and the distractions, to say, hello, listen to me. You're stronger than your adversities. You're stronger than a foreclosure or an eviction. You're stronger than losing a job. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel on yourself. You're stronger than a bankruptcy, an illness. I'm talking from what I know. Like this page and share it. You're a winner. You're a winner. And because you're a winner, don't allow distractions to have you to believe otherwise, because you might be down on your luck. Life is a roller coaster. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes things go well, sometimes they don't go so well. Your business can be doing real good, and like a friend I was just talking to, and his mother committed suicide. Ask me, does he care anything about the money that he's making now? His mother's out of here. No. Life is full of unavoidable suffering, as Viktor Frankl said. So make it intentional. Make it your intention to listen to things that will empower you, things that will remind you of the truth of who you are, that will set you free from the collective thinking of people around you, because they're not mindful. They think what you hear does not matter. What you hear does matter. What goes in here, oh, it doesn't come out, go in one ear and come out the other. It stays in there and it affects your attitude. That's why so many people are filled with anxiety and stress and depression, because they're not monitoring their stuff. When I get up in the morning, I say all things work together for good for those who love God and for those who are called according to his purpose. Thank you, Father, for a brand new day. And I have music that I listen to. One of the songs I love, Lord, deliver me from myself. Come on now. Yes, things that will empower you, that will strengthen you, because stuff is coming back to back to back. We're surrounded everywhere. And it's taking a toll. This place, this is not normal. So there's an adjustment to be made. And it takes a minute. You don't just all of a sudden say, okay, I got this. Yep, this is the new normal. I'm walking around and can't see smiles anymore, just looking at eyeballs. Don't even know who I'm looking at most of the time. If I go to the hospital, people coming in looking like they're Martians. This is tough. This is tough. You hear me? This is tough stuff. But one of the things that Shula said, tough times don't last, but tough people do. And it doesn't mean that the tough stuff goes away. To me, what it means is we become tougher than what we are dealing with. There's a time you have to be tougher. Don't be a wimp. There's no place for wimps right now. You have to do everything. You got to call all things on board to get through this time. That's why Paul say, pray unceasingly. In all things give thanks. Pray, meditate, exercise, journal. Do whatever the things you need to do. Listen to upbeat music. Surround yourself with positive people. Immerse yourself in a cause that's greater than you. Give of yourself. The greatest among you will be your servant. One of the things I enjoy about working with speakers is that these are people who've decided, in spite of the coronavirus, in spite of all the chaos that's going on, in spite of all of the political things that's happening right now, these are people who said, I got a life that I'm going to live and I want to make some impact. They're keeping social distancing. They're operating like they have some sense, but they're also involved in upgrading their knowledge and developing another skill set. They go to sleep at night knowing something they did not know the day before. This is a time to upgrade your knowledge. If you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you're willing to learn, no one can stop you. Don't surrender. Don't give in. People say, whoa, you still going strong at 75? Yes, I still got a pulse. I'm not taking a dirt nap. I still have work to do. There's a calling on my life. I've got children. I have grandchildren, 15 great-grandchildren. My goal is to leave a world better than how I found it. Are you with me? If you're with me and you're one of those people and you want to make a difference and live a life that will outlive you, I want you to put voice in the comment section. Put voice in the comment section. I was reading something by Victor Hugo. He said, more powerful than all the armies is, listen, more powerful than all the armies in the world is an idea whose time has come. Don't get so distracted and called off your path that you take your ideas to the grave with you. One idea can change your life. I've been thinking about doing the Greatness Center for years. I started years ago in Miami. And that idea, I pushed it aside. You know why? Fear of success. You know, there are people who have fear of failure. This grew so fast, I said to myself, and I didn't honor that at the time. I did not recognize at the time. I was not truthful to myself at the time. Have you ever lied to yourself? That's one of the worst lies. I said, "Oh, I just want to travel a lot and speak around the world." No, the truth of the matter was I didn't think I could manage it, that I could not handle it. And I ran, gave it to somebody else, Dr. Mary Tumpkin, and she took it over. But it just kept coming up. Kept on, hey, Les, are you going to die and leave this here? This idea, this concept, the Greatness Center, where you used to train kids, where you were teaching people how to engage in a process to transform a community. You know the work that you used to do in Chicago and at the Mayor's Youth Leadership Institute in Washington, D.C., Mayor Marion Barry, where you trained over 3,000 kids there. In Liberty City, over 3,000 kids there. Are you serious, really? You're not going to come back and look at that and dust that off? You're here because of God's grace and mercy. This is your time at this stage of your life at 75 to do the greater work. You're going to take that with you? You don't remember your great friend, Dr. Miles Monroe said, rob the cemetery of your dreams, of your gifts, of your talents. What would Miles say when you cross over and you didn't do this? I couldn't sleep. I'm encouraging you to die a life of no regrets. I decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to start the Greatness Center. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be giving a message at 10 o'clock, right here, 10 o'clock. I know a lot of people, they go to church. Well, only 15% of people go to church. Difference between me and ministers, they preach the gospel about Jesus. I preach the gospel that Jesus preached. The Greatness Center is about bringing a positive message on Sunday morning, and the money we generate, we train youth, we help homeless people, we contribute to food pantries, we help to reduce the recidivism rate, we help ex-offenders get back on their feet, we help veterans. My brother is a 24-year veteran with a Purple Heart. It's the greater work. The greater work. It's tough work too. And I thank God that I'm going to seal my deal with God. That's not going to be on my list of things that I regret. I bet some of you listen to me right now, that you know you got a voice. You know some stuff. You know you've been through some stuff, and you only got through because of God's grace and mercy. You should have lost your mind a long time ago, just like me. But because God saw fit for us to go through it and grow through it and get on the other side of it, is why we're here. Therefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil place. What's that armor? Faith. Faith not tested, cannot be trusted. Perseverance, persistence, relentlessness, being fierce. It's a new day. Voices, stories change cultures. That's why Steve Jobs said the storyteller is the most powerful person on the planet. All hands on deck. The fight is not over. Now it's going to another level. And this is a time to be inspired, not surrender. This is a time to be encouraged. This is the time to reach out and inspire and encourage and let people know you can make a difference. This is your time. We're here. You have favor with God. If you didn't, you'll be in the cemetery. You're a masterpiece. Why? Because you're a piece of the master. You're stronger than anything that you're going through right now. You have to remind yourself of that. I have to remind myself when doctors look at me and tell me something that I don't want to hear. And I have to repeat to myself, greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. I'm more than a conqueror. What does that mean? Well, here's what it means. I do what I can do, and God will do what I can't do because I'm relying on him. I'm going to do my part. And he's going to do his part. You have something special. You have greatness in you. And my calling is to call people out who have voices that need to be heard now, who have stories that will become the survival guide for the millions of people that are feeling hopeless and powerless and filled with despair and fear. I'm calling you out. Yes, put voice in the comment section if you're ready to stand up, if you're ready to bring your story out, if you're ready and have the courage and the willingness to answer the call on your life, this place where you are needed, that God has spared you, that because of his grace and mercy, you can hear my voice. Put voice in the comment section that you've just to a place where you say, you know what? I'm not going to allow myself to go to a grave full of regrets that there's a work that I'm supposed to do, the greater work. And I'm going to do what I can where I am with what I have and never give up. This is Les Brown, Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. Are you ready to go to that next level? I'm looking for a few people that's ready to go to that next level. I want you to put voice in the comment section. Put voice in the comment section. Me or my staff will get back to you. We have a Power Voice system teaching you how to tell your story, how to transform people's lives individually and collectively. If you're ready to work out of a job that's not you and need an exit plan, or ready to learn how to earn money virtually at the computer, a computer that does not sneeze or cough on you or asymptomatic. Hello. Put voice in the comment section. Put voice in the comment section. You were born to win, and winners win in spite of. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. My buddy Nick calling me now. I got to talk to him. All right, take care. Love you. You have something special. You've got greatness in you.